Hey, you guys, what's going on? This is Mark and Jules once again, and we are back to bring you guys our collaboration review of Dragon Ball Super episodes 5 and 6, the English dub versions of episodes 5 and 6. Like I mentioned before, I was out all last week because I was ill, so I cannot bring you guys that weekly review. But I'm back now, so
I don't think any of them even wanted to see that review.
But yeah, because of the bad animation and stuff like that. Which, by the way, Funimation didn't fix.
I think they just didn't want to listen to your voice.
Yeah, my voice was pretty bad.
It just doesn't sound any better.
Shut up. But anyway, so let's go ahead and get into our thoughts on episode 5. Starting with Jules. What did you think of episode 5?
It was good.
Of Super.
It was good.
Well, I mean, because honestly, the fight is a lot more dragged out than the one in the Battle of Gods.
Yeah, because at least Goku go through all three.
It's kind of like a similar thing with Majin Buu. The only difference is Majin Buu didn't one-shot him.
Yeah, at least, but Goku goes through all three of his transformations before he got laid out.
But one thing that I will give episode 5 credit for, though, is the fact that, well, I mean, Super as a whole, a serialized show is going to be better than a movie in terms of, like, developing its villains. Because we've seen Beerus destroy stuff. We've seen him blow up planets. We've seen him eat lots of food and blow up a planet because, this was just a little bit too rare. Or something like that.
Or a little bit too greasy.
Yeah. But, and now he's headed to Earth. And it's like, crud, how are they gonna do this? And episode 6 is actually where it picks up. Basically, 6 is basically about Beerus and Whis showing up at Bulma's birthday party, and they basically mingle with the people. There's this hilarious scene where Beerus tries this, what was it called? Wozaki? Takoyaki. And, which is essentially really spicy. There was one spicy one in there
that had wasabi in it.
That had a wasabi in it. I have no idea what wasabi is, but
Krillin got it.
Krillin got it. The irony right there, and so essentially what ends up happening is Beerus ends up going up to Boo for the pudding, like in the film.
Boo, being a fat, obnoxious dickwad as he is, not sharing like the greedy bastard.
Doesn't share. Although before that, there was this hilarious scene where Vegeta, because he sees Beerus getting mad, and
Goten and Trunks accidentally squirted him with water.
But so basically, I love this because, like, first let me think. Battle of Gods came out first before Xenoverse 1. I think so. So Battle of Gods had him getting pissed off because of the pudding. Xenoverse had him getting pissed off because in Dragon Ball Xenoverse, basically what happens is Goten and Trunks are playing with this ball, and Demigras uses his magic to Vegeta gives Beerus some pudding in one of those long cups. And Beerus has it, and then Demigras uses his magic to make the softball come up and literally smacks it out of his hands, and that's what pisses him off in that game. And then here in Super, I want to say Bulma still slaps him though, and that's what ultimately pisses him off.
Yeah.
But after that, there's this hilarious scene where Vegeta screams at the top of his lungs, and he goes into the ocean, grabs an octopus,
spins it around, and throws it, blasts it in the air, then serves it.
He literally puts on what looks like a chef's apron and starts making it, and starts baking it, and I'm like, wow, this is a really different take on Vegeta, but at the same time, it's hilarious.
Yeah, because he doesn't want the Earth to get blown up.
And, like, what's out of his character to do that? It makes sense.
I mean, yeah.
Because, he knows that if he goes up against Beerus, he's screwed.
Yeah, and, well, since everyone else doesn't know who Beerus is, they really don't have an idea of who they're dealing with. and Yamcha wants to brag and saying he's the strongest martial artist there.
One of the best martial artists here, like that.
But he really isn't.
But yeah, guys. So, real props to Jason Douglas and Ian Soclair in this episode. In these 2 episodes, mainly for just knocking it out of the park with their voice acting. I become more and more invested in their voice acting as the episodes go on. Honestly, I think they were born to play those roles, kind of like Dan Green was born to play Yugi.
Yeah.
Play Yugi, because like they've just committed so much to those roles, and it really paid off for them.
Yeah. Well, the one thing I don't like about Beerus's character is how he acts like such a spoiled brat.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, give him what he wants and everything's okay. Don't give him what he wants and he throws a fit.
Although there was this really funny flashback in episode 6. Well, it's not really funny because it kind of shows Beerus's authority. But basically, there's a flashback that Vegeta has, and Vegeta, the flashback is of him as a kid, and he's seen his father literally used as a footstool. Like, yep. Beerus is literally using the back of King Vegeta's head as a literal footstool, and it's like, wow. So
yeah, and Kid Vegeta runs up and tries to defend his father, but all Beerus has to do is look at him, and Vegeta's entire body collapses on the floor. It's
kind of like Beerus is using the Force in a way, or he might be using telekinetic abilities of some kind. But anyway, so those are our thoughts on episodes 5 and 6. Jason Douglas, Ian Soclair, you guys are doing a great job. So yeah, leave your comments down below. Let us know what you think about episodes 5 and 6 in general. Again, the animation might be bad in episode 5, but it's a weekly TV show. I mean, what do you want?
Yeah.
I mean, what do you want? I mean, not every episode is going to have crystal clear animation, guys. There are gonna be mistakes.
Yeah, you just gotta live with it and roll with the punches.
And it is my understanding that when Funimation, because when Super was released on in Japan, after I think it was after the first season aired, and for its home distribution, I don't know if it's already happened, but Toei has said that they are going to go back and they are going to fix those animation mistakes. So good for them. Really, so good for them. Really good for them. And it's even better for us here in the U.S. because even though we're dealing with the bad animation now, we have that guarantee that, soon we're going to get that complete version.
Yeah.
But yeah, so those are our thoughts on episodes 5 and 6 in general. Again, let us know what you think in the comment section below. And we will catch you guys down the road. See ya!
Dragon throw out.
Hey guys, this is a little extra that I decided to include along with the Super episodes 5 and 6 review, as well as like Kai the Final Chapters episodes 5 and 6 review. Basically, I don't know how to say this.
By using your words?
That's obvious, buddy, but it's hard for me to. But after, I started doing Dragon Ball content about a year and a half ago, and after a year and a half of doing Dragon Ball content, and having so many great interactions with the community on social media and stuff like that, it's hard for me to announce that that I will be leaving the Dragon Ball community. How'd you know that?
I could say I'm alive.
But it's hard for me to announce that I will be leaving the Dragon Ball industry behind. So these reviews will be the last one. Will be the very last ones that you see from me, at least for a little while. Because honestly, I know that a lot of you guys will probably have some questions when this video goes up, like, why the heck are you doing this? Why didn't you tell us this sooner? Although that's even if you guys want to see me go. But honestly, it's just a lot of stress. It's just a lot of stress and a lot of pressure to be under, because especially when the community is so oversaturated with purists right now, to the point where, because if you guys saw my last video, the last video on yes, and my dog is making a little cameo appearance. Say hi, Hunter. He's like, whatever. Bye, people of the world. But cute. So essentially, I'm gonna try to address as many of your questions as I can with this video. Although I don't know what they are yet, I will try to satisfy whatever those questions may be now, without calling anyone out or anything like that. But it started with It actually started back when I first started doing my first Yu-Gi-Oh! When I started doing my Yu-Gi-Oh! Reviews. The fact that I actually had someone comment on them, and the person unfortunately deleted their account, so I cannot pull it up. But they said something along the lines of, "I can't believe that you are actually taking the time out of your busy schedule to review a children's cartoon show. So, well, with as much dedication as you have, I can't believe that you're doing that. You suck, you're a moron," stuff like that. And I thought about that for a while. And that would also be why you haven't seen a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh! Reviews from me lately, is because of the fact, and why there's such a huge gap. Not only because of technical issues, but also because, well, I mean, life. As well as pressure, like I said earlier. But so I thought about that for a while, and I came upon the realization that there are some animes that are more, how do I put this?
Mature.
Or relatable to the audience. Now, again, I'm not saying that Dragon Ball isn't relatable. I'm not saying it. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that it's not the anime for me. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like Dragon Ball. I like Dragon Ball. I grew up on it. But what I am saying is that the community is just too oversaturated with purists. And basically, whenever you bring up the dub, like I'm doing with the reviews and stuff like that, even with my Yu-Gi-Oh! Reviews, people, I've got. Well, I haven't gotten any public comments, but I've got emails from people where they're saying stuff like on Google Plus and stuff like that, where they're saying stuff like, they're basically attacking me for being a dub fan, And I'm like, well, look, it's not that I don't want to read the manga. The fact is, the manga is too expensive to get. And besides, even if I can get the manga, it'll take a while to read it. And I'd rather watch the anime and give my opinion on that than having to flip through the manga and basically do all of that stuff. But yeah, so getting back to Z, Dragon Ball isn't, I mean, it's not as relatable as Yu-Gi-Oh! Is. Now, when I say that, I'm not saying that both animes aren't awesome in their own rights. Like I mentioned earlier, we both like the franchise. Both of us like Z and Dragon Ball in general. But Yu-Gi-Oh! Is more relatable because we like trading cards. We both like trading cards and stuff like that. And you can actually do stuff that you could do in the card game. Whereas in Dragon Ball, it's all fantasy. So, the point I'm trying to make here, guys, is because the thing was, I went into the Dragon Ball community expecting my voice to be heard by at least a little bit of the community. And while I did get a few comments back, it wasn't really the numbers that I wanted. As such, I will be taking a hiatus from Dragon Ball for the time being. And now you may butcher me in the comments if you wish.
But I don't think a lot of them have butcher's knives.
That was good. it's always good to know that even in these dire times, you can lift my spirits up, buddy. But
that's why I'm here.
Yeah, exactly. And so yeah, like I said, I will be putting these along as little extras on the Super and kind of the final chapter reviews to kind of give you guys this message. And so yeah, I'm the Dragon Fist, and I'm out. See ya.
Dragon